Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, today's June 4th, 2024. We have the mini planter out with the John Deere 140. We're going to plant some sunflowers today and sweet corn. So this year I'm planting 1 row of sunflowers and 4 rows of sweet corn. I'm going to plant the sunflowers straight down the middle and have 2 rows of corn at the bottom and 2 at the top. I'm going to plant the sunflowers first. I'm going to just use the one side of the planter and plant 1 center strip. Then I'll have to change the seed plate out and I'll plant these bottom 2 rows. I might wait about a week or 2 and then I'll plant the upper 2 rows. Alright, the sunflowers are all in. We have the seed plate changed over to the correct plate for sweet corn now. So I'm going to go ahead and plant some sweet corn. If I recall from last year, I think each row takes 2 of these packets. I'll probably put 3 in there just to make sure. So the big thing that I'm watching for as I'm planting is that this wheel is turning. If it's not planting. So I was adjusting the hydraulics there to get the planter to sit just right to make this wheel spin. Okay, let's get the second unit set up here for sweet corn. First one is all filled up. I'm setting this to roughly 1.5 inch depth. I don't think it really goes that deep. It's probably closer to 1.25 inches. But I think it's what I used last year, so we'll go ahead and try that again. I'm watching till this last tooth lines up with the top of the frame here. Right about there. We have the correct plate in there for corn. And the last one. So hopefully that gets us through our 2 rows of corn. We should be good. Let's give it a try. It is 2 weeks later. We're getting into mid to late June now. It's been very hot here in the 90s, very dry, and we're expecting it to be in the 90s in the next coming days also. But I want to get the rest of this sweet corn planted. Just to give you an update, so I planted 2 rows here 2 weeks ago and 1 row of sunflowers. Unfortunately, I don't think I got the sunflowers deep enough or too deep, and with it being so dry, those didn't really come up. But that's okay. I think I'll do a center row of corn and then put 2 more rows of corn at the top. So some of the corn is a few inches tall now, and I had some issues getting the seeds deep enough the last time. You can see it kind of skipped some. The upper row is not too bad. There's just a few places where it skipped, but had some problems, like I said, on this bottom row. The soil doesn't really sit too well, and when I came through with the planter, it actually it was tough to keep both planters level, so I had some issues there. But I ended up spot planting some of the seeds that did not come up a few days ago, and I already see some of them starting to come up, so we should be good there. But like I said, we're gonna get 1 row planted right down the middle, and then I'll plant both rows at the top, so we should have 5 rows of corn this year. So we'll get the seed in the planter and we'll get going here. All right, well, that's gonna wrap things up for sweet corn planting 2024. We'll see how I did this time with the accuracy of the planting. I'll get some water on this tonight once it cools down, but hopefully here in a week or so we'll see some corn coming up. But I might have a future improvement I can make to this planter just to improve the accuracy and allow me to go a little bit faster when I'm planting. And you'll see I'm going very slow, almost creeping in the video, just because I'm constantly having to adjust those hydraulics slightly just to keep these things level with the ground. But like I said, there might be a modification. Should be pretty simple I can make, but yeah, that might be a future video. But thanks for watching. Hope to see you back again.